Get your music across the finish line with X Racer Productions. Our artist-focused services include production, distribution, gigs, and more. Connect with us at xracerproductions.com. I'm your host, Sean Ford. Welcome to the X Racer Podcast, Music Makers on Making Music. Today we have a great show with a duo from Brazil, Michelle and Tomati.
Dia de luz, festa de sol, e o barquinho desliza e a vontade de cantar. Saltão azul, ilhas do sul, e o barquinho, coração deslizando na canção. Sem intenção, nossa canção vai saindo deste mar e o sol. Beijo, barco e luz, dias tão azuis. Voltado no mar, desmaio o sol, e o barquinho a deslizar e a vontade de cantar. Saltão azul, ilhas do sul, e o barquinho, coração deslizando na canção. Tudo isso é paz, tudo isso traz uma calma de verão. Então o barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. O barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. O barquinho.
That was a beautiful opening. Welcome to our show, Michelle and Tomati. Michelle, how are you doing today?
Thank you so much. I'm nice. And you?
I'm doing great. I know you've been very busy since you've been in San Francisco.
A little bit.
You've been performing live at night. You've been recording
Yes.
new songs during the day. How's it gone so far?
Yes. We are so glad, so happy. We had 3 concerts at the Black Cat, and we are recording since Monday, so we are very happy. It's not a long time, it's short time.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy for this opportunity. And first, I want to apologize your listeners about my English, but my Portuguese is amazing. You will see.
Yeah, well, I think our listeners are going to love listening to your voice, whether it's in Portuguese or English.
Thank you. You are very kind.
Let's talk a little bit about your beautiful voice. Take us back to when you first started singing.
Yeah, when I started to sing, my voice was not good. But I think almost the singers think that it is good, and it's not good. If you don't if you don't breathe,
If you don't breathe right.
it's impossible to be good. But if you drink alcohol and other things, you can really think. Como se fala maioria, Mose? The major? Most of the singers sing in a bars with
Smoke.
smoke,
Yeah.
and with audience is drinking too.
Right.
So it's different when you decide to become a professional,
Yeah.
really professional, to made in your hands the choice to make a good work, a good voice, a good tune, a good music. And I started that progress 20 years ago. I have the same teacher for these 20 years, Magali Mussi from Brazil. I am from Brazil. And I study a lot, and now my voice I can control, so I don't suffer anymore. I'm very happy. I'm not worried before concerts. I'm in peace. So study, it's a good thing for your peace.
Right. Who are some of your musical influences?
Oh my God. First, I just sang jazz standards. Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan. But I didn't so much scales like there. So I just imitated. But I was 17, 18. And I was imitating the biggest singers, right? Sarah Vaughan, for me, it's like impossible, amazing. And Ella Fitzgerald, Carmen McRae, Shirley Horn, I love her very slow tempo and dramaticity. And in Brazil, of course, Elis Regina. Elis Regina is the best, but I love Gal Costa, Maria Bethânia. I love the men too, Caetano, Gilberto Gil, João Gilberto. I love Tom Jobim, Edu Lobo. I love Djavan. I know a lot of our Brazilian music.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to born in Brazil because we are so rich musically.
Absolutely.
So rich.
And so you just happen to be married to a wonderful musician who's deeply rooted in Brazilian music. But when you met, you were already singing yourself, right?
Yes, I already sing. I was, I guess, maybe in the last year of my university graduation in Brazil, music. And the same time, I graduated in music therapy. I work in a hospitals and health clinics. In the same time, I was in my last year graduating in popular voice, not classical, popular voice techniques. And I met Tomati, and we start to play together. I was very, como posso dizer, crua?
Raw.
Raw.
She was like raw singer.
Yeah, I was a raw singer.
Can you use that raw as
absolutely.
a singer? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, because when I met Tomati, I met a bunch of amazing virtuosistic musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys doesn't like so much singers with all
They just
reason.
wanted to play their instruments.
No, because normally in Brazil, singers don't study. Singers believe that they're receiving a gift from the sky and doesn't study, doesn't know the language, doesn't know nothing. And the musicians study a lot, knows the music parts, the chorus, the scales, everything. And I was very raw, how Tomati said. And beginning my learning with these virtuosistics, it was my blessing.
Yeah.
They were very hard with me. I love these 2 days. But in that time, I was so afraid. I am so afraid. I was so afraid. But I study. I resist. I study. I believe in me. I learn how to breathe. I learn how to put my voice. I learn how my place. And I learned to put music in first place.
Yeah.
Not me, not the instruments, not nothing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, I wanted to ask you about this theme that is very common through bossa nova, saudade. Did I pronounce that right?
Saudade.
So this is really one of the reasons why I connected with that music, going back to my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And, some up and down experiences as a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the emotion of this music, and it wasn't until later in life that I understood what that word means.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that in the English language, we don't really have a word for it, this sort of melancholy feeling. But let's bring that into the discussion about your music, because I think that theme that's fundamental to bossa nova is a theme that can continue to be explored in different ways musically.
Of course, man.
Different ways with different instruments, with different transitions. And I see that, Michelle has that sort of that typical, beautiful bossa nova voice, but you can do so much to deliver this theme of saudade with combining that voice with the different use of instruments. Is that part of what you're trying to do?
Well, I think the first song that determinate bossa nova was called Chega de Saudade. Chega de saudade.
Beautiful, beautiful.
A realidade é que sem ela não há paz. And Michelle has that tattoo on her arm. Chega de saudade. You know. And that song, really, and João Gilberto singing, I wish I was there the first time people listened to it, you know.
Yeah.
Because must have been a shock.
Life changer.
Yeah, because a guy that was singing like really soft, you know, playing this samba beat, but with something different.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Right? And yeah, of course, man. Everybody misses someone.
Everyone can relate to that.
Or miss a place, or miss time in life, right? Everybody has saudade
Yeah.
of everything, you know. And I think
It's-
it's a common feeling as a human being, right? It's a theme that catches everybody.
The
You know.
combination of joy and sadness together,
Oh yeah,
you know, in those moments where you even celebrate the sadness. The girl from Ipanema
course.
is the perfect example of that.
of course, yes.
You know, she doesn't
Yes.
pay any attention to me, but I love this. I live for this.
Yes, yes.
This is life.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you're exploring that from a different angle now with your music.
Yeah, you know, when I start my solo and doing you know, those kind of melodies are
Yeah.
like wow,
Yeah.
you know, that has some deep feeling, you know, and I really like that. And sometimes I catch myself like crying, you know, I'd be like, wow, you know, and right now I'm here and I have saudade of my dog that I
Sure.
left in Brazil.
Right.
It's one of my big love, my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'm playing and I'm in a club playing or jamming with friends, and I remember him and I play like a melody and I go like, wow, where's that come from, you know?
Yeah.
And it's probably from the saudade.
Sure.
Come down to Wally's Hideout at the historic Hyde Street Studio C to make your record. We've got classic acoustics, vintage mic preamps, and a great mic cabinet. Our experienced team knows just how to get the most out of this room. We continue the tradition of making great records in this fantastic acoustic space and can't wait to get started working with you. So go to wallyshideout.com and contact one of our engineers.
And I'm here with the lag guitar with the high vibe technology. There's reverb in this guitar. I'm not plugged in. It sounds like I'm plugged in, but I'm not. So that's one of the things I really love about this guitar. There's different effects on here. I'm going to show you one more that I really love. Without even plugging anything in.
We're back with more of Michelle and Tomati on Music Makers on Making Music. What is it between you and Tomati that makes you work so well together?
I don't know, maybe these connections, this type of connections, nobody can explain, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We just encounter in life, beginning to play, and we felt something special. But 5 years ago, it's not like that. Of course, we build this together.
It's a journey.
So we have a very tight groove. It's almost impossible someone like a percussionist or bass player simply to enter between us because we are so tightly, like a glue. I don't know why, but development, how can I say, desenvolvermos? Nós desenvolvermos. We development, we grow up together. Mm-hmm. We create this thing together. We have a monster. We create a monster together.
So let's talk about that monster a little bit. That beautiful music that you're making. Where do you see it going forward?
Can you translate this? Our music? Oh.
Yeah. You've got a foundation in bossa nova, but you're taking your music and this relationship, I presume, further down the road. Where are you going?
Oh, I wanna to open this music for everybody knows. Yesterday I talked with a guy, just loved and just felt blessing. And we talk about that, to open this music for more people knew and feel our hearts, because it's about emotions, about humanity. Music, it's for healing. So my dream is spread this music all over the world, all over the countries.
Yeah.
Mr. Roberto Menescal. Dia de luz, festa de sol, e o barquinho deslizaria a vontade de cantar. Céu tão azul, ilhas do sul, e o barquinho, coração deslizando na canção. Sem intenção, nossa canção vai saindo deste mar e o sol. Beijo, Paco e luz, dias tão azuis. Volta do mar, desmaia o sol, e o barquinho deslizaria a vontade de cantar. Céu tão azul, ilha do sul, e o barquinho, o coração deslizando na canção. Tudo isso é paz, tudo isso traz uma calma de verão. Então o barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. O barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. Tomate. De sol, e o barquinho deslizaria a vontade de cantar. Céu tão azul, ilhas do sul, e o barquinho, coração deslizando na canção. Sem intenção, nossa canção vai saindo deste mar e o sol. Beijo, Paco e luz, tão azuis. Desmaia o sol, volta do mar, e o vaquinha desliza e a vontade de cantar. Todo verão amor se faz num barquinho pelo mar que desliza sem parar. Tudo isso é paz, tudo isso traz uma calma de verão, e então o barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. O barquinho vai, a tardinha cai. O barquinho
You're listening to Music Makers on Making Music. And we're here with Michelle and Tomati.
so good.
That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for coming on the show. And how can we keep in touch with you? Do you have a website? Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, we have an Instagram and a Facebook. Bossa Fusion Duo.
Bossa Fusion Duo.
Yes.
That's the name on Instagram?
Yes. Or if you're looking for Michelle Spinelli or Tomati, you will automatically find Bossa Fusion Duo, our work separately and together. It's easy. Thank you so much.
We want to thank Michelle and Tomati, the newest members of the X-Racer family. And we're looking forward to new music that's going to come out later this year. From you both, we're very excited about it.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to growing a whole new audience here in the United States.
Yes, I want to thank you first, Chris McGrew, our love here, Hyde Street Studio sound engineer. Thank you so much. And say too much.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Sean, for this time. I want to thank Michelle coming here, and Chris McGrew, of course, Hyde Street Studio and X-Racer for having us. And I'm really looking forward to work with you guys and spread this beautiful music around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sean.
And we'll see you all. Well, we won't see you, but we'll be with you all next time on Music Makers on Making Music.
Antônio Carlos Jobim and Newton Mendonça.
Keep listening to Music Makers on Making Music, an X-Racer production. And once again, I want to thank Michelle and Tomati for making one of my dreams come true, and that is to work with Brazilian musicians. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank your audience too. Se você disser que eu desafio amor, saiba que isso em mim provoca imensa dor. Só privilegiados têm ouvido igual ao teu. Eu posso apenas aqui ter, mas se você insistir em classificar meu comportamento diante musical, é mesmo mentindo. Devo argumentar que isto é bossa nova, isso é muito natural. Você não sabe nem sequer pressente, é que os desafinados também têm um coração. Fotografei você na minha Rolleiflex, revelou sua tua enorme ingratidão.